Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I will tell the story of the king and the teacher. Once upon a time there lived a king. He had a very large kingdom. Though he was a king, he had a strong curiosity and now he wanted to learn about justice and fairness. So one day he called his prime minister to discuss this. He asked him to name the most famous teacher of justice living in his kingdom. When the minister mentioned the best teacher's name, the king ordered that the teacher should start visiting the palace from the very next day. The teacher was a wise and humble person. He agreed to visit and teach the king in his palace. 6 months passed like this. Like all good instructors, he wanted to test the king's learning. The whole palace was eager to celebrate the success of the king, but the result was very bad. The king failed. Everyone became silent. He couldn't blame the teacher for his failure. His former students were all successful people. So the king called one of the teacher's students, who was now a judge, and asked, "We both studied under the same teacher. How could you improve a lot and pass the test, and not I?" The teacher's pupil replied, "I will ask you 3 questions. If you answer to those yes, then you will know the cause of your failure to learn." The curious king was very interested to know what those 3 questions were, and more importantly, the reason that made him fail the test. "The first question is," said the judge, "when our teacher comes to teach you, does he have to grade you before you do?" The king said, "Yes, it is he who has to greet me, as I am the king and he is a subject." Alright. The second question is, when you sit down for the lessons, do you occupy a higher seat than him?" remarked the judge. "Yes, of course, I sit down my throne and the teacher remains in his chair," replied the king. "I see. And the last question is, do you consider yourself as the king and him as a subject?" Informed the judge, "Yes, the crown, the court, the throne, and the servants around me remind me of this fact." The judge then explained, "O king, teaching does not benefit those who do not respect the teacher." The king nodded and changed his thinking. The next day, when the teacher came for the lessons, the king was waiting at the gates. He greeted his teacher first and escorted him into the palace. When it was time to sit for the class, he made the teacher sit on his throne and seated himself at his feet. Throughout the time the teacher taught there, he constantly reminded himself, "I am not a king now, just a learner, and he is not my subject now, but my respected teacher." The next time the test took place, the king was very successful in answering these queries. The teacher was already pleased with his manners, and now he was happy at his students' success too. Moral of the story: we should respect our teachers so that we succeed in our life. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.